Hey folks, Remo here, and how are you? I am going to start this off by telling you I kind of want to discuss counter steering. Now, first things first, I have no intentions of telling anyone how to ride a motorcycle. I am not an instructor. I am simply going to go over a few things that I felt as though were really important, and therefore I just wanted to reiterate it. If you want to learn how to ride your motorcycle, and especially riding it slow, go see Jerry Palladino from, Motorman. If you want to learn the same thing, or you want to learn how to go fast, ride the twisties in California, go talk to Moto-Jitsu, and there is no shortage of people who are willing to give you lessons. I am not here to give anyone lessons on how to ride a motorcycle at all. I just want to go over the importance of counter steering, because each one of those two people that I just mentioned recently posted videos specific to counter steering, and there's a reason why I think they're both doing it. It's because they're both probably really tired of watching people getting themselves into trouble and not realizing how you're supposed to actually steer the vehicle, well, your motorcycle. Anyway, let's discuss it. All right, let me give you an example. A lot of people do say, hey, I'm going to steer with my body, with my leaning. All right, I'm not using the handlebars at all. This bike naturally wants to go to the left, and it drifts to the left, so I'm constantly pulling it over with my pegs. I'm using my body to kind of maneuver it. All right, you can kind of see, and it's very, very difficult. Extremely difficult if you think you're going to use just your body weight and adjust the motorcycle's direction. All right, but if you do something as simple as pressing here, just like Moto-Jitsu did, he pressed on his mirror. Okay, look how easy this is. All right, now I'm not doing anything. I'm just pressing on my mirrors here to ride the motorcycle. Look how simple this is. Okay, I mean, look how simplistic this is. I'm just pushing. Okay, so the biggest thing that I want to say about this is that listen to these guys. These guys really know what they're talking about, and I really feel as though this is something that's important. Jerry brought up something that I thought was an excellent point. Some people talk about, well, you pull in the opposite direction you want to go. That is just nothing but confusing. Think about it. If I want to go that way, I'm going to pull this way. It just doesn't make any sense. These motorcycles have a gyroscopic effect, okay? And they want to correct themselves. So if you want to go to the left, you push left. You want to go to the right, you push. You're pushing away from you. You're not pushing down on the handlebars like Jerry was saying some people want to do. You can push down all day long on the handlebars. They're not going to do anything because it's not changing direction. If I want to go to the left, I want to make the wheel go to the right. Well, instead of confusing you with that, you want to go to the left, push with the left. You want to go to the right, push with the right. Real simple. Quick, simple, and easy as far as I'm concerned. So if you're wondering why I'm even bothering to do this video, it's really for what I said. It's just something that's really important. And I want people to be safe and enjoy themselves riding the motorcycle. And there's no reason why people who are newer can't learn this method, and people who are experienced like me can't basically reaffirm this simple method. All right, now look, push, 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 push. Simple, just push. Pushing in the direction you want to go. It doesn't get any simpler than that. And that's really the best way to put it. Instead of teaching about leaning, just learn how to counter steer. And honestly, sometimes I think that maybe they shouldn't even use the word countersteer or the phrase countersteering, because it might in itself create confusion, because you automatically think you have to do something the opposite to what you normally do. If you just tell people, you want to go right, push right. You want to go left, push left. Right? Look, I want to go this way, I'm pushing with my left arm. It's that simple. I have a little curve coming up. Alright? You don't realize it, but your hands are doing a lot. You may not feel those little impulses that you're putting in, but you're doing it. Like, this is subconscious. Let's go back to when I first started riding a motorcycle. You ready for this? I'm 56 years old. I started riding a motorcycle 48 years ago. I thought I did the math wrong. I thought it was 44. It's actually 48. All right. 8 years old, I got my first bike. It was a Benelli 60cc, and I wasn't shown anything other than this is where you give the gas, this is a clutch, this is the brake, and that's it. And that's as far as it went. All right, you want to stop, you stop. You pull in the clutch, if you know, as you're stopping. That's literally how I learned. And then the rest of it, as I grew up and went into larger bikes and started doing a lot of dirt stuff, it was just trial by error. No classes, just having the feel of the bike and learning the hard way by wrecking, by low-siding. Okay? Now we have a lot of education at our fingertips, something that really wasn't available to me back in the day, because first of all, an 8, 10, and 12-year-old isn't going to turn around and have, you know, find a place to take a class. But today, everything is at our fingertips. Everything that we want, anything that we need as far as education for motorcycles, it's at our fingertips. Completely and totally at our fingertips. So take advantage of these guys that are out there, like Moto Jitsu on the West Coast there in Southern California. I believe he's in San Diego County. Jerry Palladino in Florida. As a matter of fact, I may be taking a class with Jerry. I'm going to look into it. It'll probably take me about 4 hours to drive up to the Tampa area. I think that's where he's at. And take a class. Why? Because we should always be learning. Always, always, always be learning. So if you're asking yourself, what was the point of me bringing this video to YouTube? It's all about rider safety, and I just hope that everyone starts taking classes and starts listening to guys who are preaching all the good things, especially this important item here about countersteering. It is just way too important to ignore. Alright, so this is Reembo, and remember, I am not a motorcycle safety instructor. I am just a guy like everyone else out there. I'm not trying to be a motorcycle instructor. This particular subject really kind of hit home with me, and it's something that I believe I need to bring attention to for the good of everyone. Because simple things like just steering your bike in the right direction, especially in an emergency, is too important to ignore, especially when there is a lot of misinformation out there. Like, subscribe, and have yourself a good day. Left.